Hey guys, what is up? I'm back again with another video, and today we'll be tier listing the best protein sources. All these protein sources are whole foods, so I would like to know your feedback on this kind of content. If you want to see more of this, what kind of content you guys want to see, and if you like these kind of videos that are short and simple, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright y'all, so our first protein source we have here is milk. Milk is a good source of calcium, and it also has a lot of healthy fats in it, like omega-3 DHA. But it could be very high in calories, and the calories wouldn't really equate to the amount of protein there is. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a C. Lamb chops is a very lean source of protein because most game meats are lean. It tastes good, and it does have a lot of protein, and because it's a red meat, it's also good for iron and other minerals along with your B vitamin profile, so I'm gonna give it an A. Salmon is one of the most nutrient dense foods in the world, really good for omega-3 DHA and EPA, so I'm going to give it an A tier. Cheese is kind of the same story with milk, but I'm going to give it a bit higher because some cheeses do have a higher protein concentration, like Parmigiano Reggiano. Pork chops. I think pork chops could be a good thing to incorporate into your diet, but the only problem is that pork also has a lot of omega-6 fatty acids just because they are fat animals and they're also dirtier. So I'm going to give it a B. Soy. Cottage cheese. This is a very good source of protein. It has low amounts of fat. I'm not saying that fat is bad. Fat is very good, but it has a low amount of calories and it has a bunch of protein. Only thing is that it doesn't really taste that good, so I'm gonna give it a B. Greek yogurt, especially fat-free, is one of the best sources of protein there is. You could have like a quarter of a cup and it could be 18 calories, 18 grams of protein for only 90 calories. Instant A. And you can mix in protein powder for even more flavor and protein. W. Shrimp, most of its calories, actually all of its calories, are basically protein, so that's automatically an A. Not very nutrient dense, but it does have a lot of flavor to it, in my opinion, and it adds a lot of protein. Chicken breast is another lean source of protein that is low in other nutrients and is primarily protein. Only thing is that it's really dry, so I'm going to give it a B. Chicken thigh is a pretty fatty piece of chicken, but that's good because it also has a lot more nutrition. So I'm going to give it an A. Actually a B because there's some nutrients it's lacking in. Bacon is very fatty and it doesn't really have that much protein. Especially a lot of them have like nitrates in it, so I'm gonna give it a D tier. This looks to be like organs. Organs are pretty good. They are good for nutrition, but they don't have a lot of protein and you can't really eat a lot of it. I'm gonna give it a C. Mussels are pretty nutrient dense, and like the other fish, like I was saying about shrimp, it doesn't have a lot of other calories for carbs or fats, so I'm gonna give it an A. Egg yolks is extremely nutrient rich. Every vitamin and mineral there is besides C, so that gets an instant A. Turkey is also actually very nutrient rich. Only problem is that it's dry as hell, but it is very nutrient rich, so I'm gonna give it a B. Fish eggs, or whatever that is, I've never heard of it, so it's just gonna get an F. Canned tuna is... Alright y'all, so my phone died, but it's alright because I just recharged it and we're gonna continue with the video. So I was at tuna fish. I put it here. So tuna is a good source of protein. It's very lean and it also has a good amount of omega-3s. Problem is that there's not that much nutrition and it could have heavy metals. But it is a good on-the-go source of protein, like I said, so I'm going to give it a B. This is other fish, it appears. Fish is a good source of protein as well. It's also a good source of omega-3. Only problem is that a lot of big fish can also give you the risk of heavy metals. So for that, I would give it a C tier. Egg whites is pure protein. Only problem is that egg whites have very little nutritional value. And they also taste disgusting. I'm going to give it a D. Beef liver is the same thing, except beef liver has a really high amount of nutritional value. It's rich in stuff like iron, vitamin A, and folate. So I will give it an A. Only problem is that you can only eat it around like once or twice a week. Next up is eggs, which is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. It has every single vitamin and mineral there is besides vitamin C, and they taste really good. Plus, they're very bioavailable forms of these nutrients. Protein powder, I think it really depends. If it's something like Ghost, where it has a bunch of added fillers and garbage ingredients, that's an F. But if it's a much higher end brand, like Santa Cruz, I'd give it like a B. So because of that, I'm going to put it in C. Oysters have a lot of zinc and are a very good source of protein without having a lot of other macronutrients. They are one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. So I will be giving it an A. And then finally, steak. It's one of the best forms of protein there is. It's rich in B vitamins along with zinc. Steak is also a good source of healthy fats, and it's very filling. So I will give it an A. So this is my protein tier list. If you would make any changes, make sure you leave a comment telling me what you would change, or if this was a good tier list. And with that, thanks for watching.